Remember when YoungBoy said something about me in his song?
Yes.
I said a line about him.
Right. So you're rap beefing.
I wouldn't take it to a rap beef to where everything is back and forth. We're from different places and different human beings. If we keep going at each other like this, no, it's gonna be people dying.
You know what I mean? He was talking mad shit about NBA YoungBoy, you remember?
Yeah.
And now that NBA YoungBoy thriving, what he doing? Dick riding.
Mm-hmm.
But when y'all clip this, make sure y'all bring up the videos of Boosie talking shit about YoungBoy.
Yeah.
But now that he thriving, he got, what I said, if you can't beat him,
join him.
Y'all gonna skip this though.
They ain't gonna skip it, goddamn.
They gonna skip this. Why? Because how much Boosie talked about YoungBoy?
Plenty.
But if you can't beat him, join him.
Right.
Oh, Louisiana this, Louisiana that. Man.
You be playing it up for Vlad, though. You know what I'm saying?
Last question.
Yeah.
Final one. We made it here.
Oh, shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the Desert Project, by the way.
Thunder.
It's one of those epic episodes.
Thunder.
Hey, I need all the podcasters, all the streamers, to go get me and YB album a listen and see what the world say about it. They got a lot of podcasters. Well, not a lot, a few who helping me. They played the album on their shit. They gave the album a 9 and a 10. So, you know, all y'all streamers out there, you know.
How did you and YoungBoy resolve y'all issues? I remember YoungBoy.
Basically him just calling me, man. Like,
he had that song, I Hate YoungBoy, and he said, Boosie don't even call my phone no more. He don't even like me. Tell Boosie I don't need him. And then you expressed your disappointment for that on social media.
Right.
So how did y'all connect and resolve that?
I guess it's just partners arguing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he called me. Once I see him on FaceTime, man, you know, it ain't nothing but a smile, bro. Like, what's up, bitch? You know how he be, you know. Like, I guess from that phone call, it was all forgiven right there, you know, to being happy to see him home. But, you know, I always, even though if we wasn't talking out, you know, like, I fuck with his people, you know. I fuck with Sharonda. I fuck with his people. Like, we tied in kind of bigger than rap through all our friends and all kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Boosie responds to NBA YoungBoy allegedly dissing him a new song.
I mean, if he diss me, he missing me. You know, I mean,
If he dissing you, he missing you.
but at the same time, if he don't love me, it's fuck me. But I mean, well, I be bipolarism up. Like, bro, like last time after I got on the phone with him, it was all love, man.
Right, because you guys had a phone call before you went to jail.
Yeah. And before that, the first diss shit, me and him and Stunner was on the phone. 2 days before that.
They dissed you.
Yeah, me and him was Stunner on the phone. We talking about making moves. And the next 2 days, I mean, I talked to YB before he went to jail. Like, I don't know. I guess it's a love-hate relationship. I don't know.
Yep.
You know, he control the streets, bro. Like you, all that shit y'all trying to do to stop him, this shit ain't gonna work.
Are we ever gonna see that joint project between y'all two?
Shit, probably after you get off Atlantic, you know.
All the separate shit.
Boy, man. Hey.
No, man,
Bruh,
that's what I'm saying. You ain't got to comment on it. You ain't got to comment on it. I'm just saying, I'll put it out there. I'm just saying that YoungBoy, I think, could have probably done it as big on his own without the label. That's what.
I mean, I'm surprised that y'all talked 2 weeks before. This, to me, I'm like, okay, there must have been some tension leading up to it. Like, y'all must have been on bad terms, something. One last question. If he were to call you up and say, yo, let's work it out, would you do it?
I don't want to talk to that nigga.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to that nigga, like, you know. Like.
One word. That's all it took. Not a diss track, not a direct call out, just one name. And the entire state of Louisiana felt it. When NBA YoungBoy dropped a song titled Nussie, people outside Baton Rouge didn't fully understand why the reaction was so intense. But inside the city, jaws dropped. Old conversations restarted. And a chapter most people thought was sealed forever suddenly got reopened. Because that name isn't just history, it's pain. And for Boosie, it's personal. This wasn't about charts or clout. This was about a past that nearly cost a man his life. To understand why this moment mattered so much, you have to understand what that name represents in Baton Rouge. Nussie wasn't just a nickname. Christopher Jackson, known in the streets as Nussie, was one of the most feared and respected figures in Baton Rouge during the 2000s. He wasn't some low-level hustler, he was a major street presence. Money, influence, power. The type of person whose name alone carried weight. He ran his own circle, had his hands in clubs, moved comfortably across different sides of the city. People didn't play with him, and most people didn't live long after crossing him. Nussie also had a reputation that followed him everywhere. He was known for robbing other dealers, including people close to him. There were stories of him taking large amounts of product and disappearing without a trace. In street terms, he was dangerous because he didn't care who you were. And in Baton Rouge, that kind of reputation doesn't exist without enemies. By 2009, tensions were high. Beef was brewing quietly. And on February 9th of that year, Nussie was gunned down at his home in what authorities described as an execution-style hit. Multiple shots, no hesitation, no robbery angle, just a message. The streets reacted immediately, and almost instantly, one name started circulating: Boosie. At the time, Boosie wasn't just a rapper, he was already a Louisiana legend. A voice for Baton Rouge, someone who had made it out but never disconnected from where he came from. And because of past tensions and street rumors, people believed he was involved. That belief didn't stay on the streets for long. Federal authorities built a case claiming Boosie ordered the hit. They alleged he placed a large bounty on Nussie and used younger shooters to carry it out. The centerpiece of their case was a teenage hitman named Marlo Mike, who they said was Boosie's muscle. Marlo Mike initially cooperated. He gave statements. He told investigators what they wanted to hear. The prosecution painted Boosie as the mastermind of a criminal enterprise, someone using influence and money to eliminate enemies. The charges were serious enough that Boosie was facing the death penalty. Let that sink in. Not prison, not life. Death. For years, Boosie lived under that shadow. Locked up. Fighting for his life. Watching the system try to make an example out of him. Fans saw the music slow down, but behind the scenes, it was survival mode. Then, everything changed. When it came time for trial, Marlo Mike took the stand and recanted his testimony. He said he lied, said he made up parts of the story to get a better deal. Without their star witness, the prosecution's case collapsed. Boosie was acquitted of the murder charges. Legally, he was free. But in the streets, freedom doesn't erase memory. Nussie's name remained tied to Boosie forever. Even after the verdict, people whispered, wondered, debated what really happened that night, and Boosie had to live knowing that no matter what the court said, some wounds never fully close. Fast forward years later, and another Baton Rouge star rises. NBA YoungBoy. Different generation, different energy, same city. YoungBoy came up fast. His music spoke directly to pain, isolation, and violence, and the streets felt it. By 2016, his buzz was undeniable, and at first there was respect between him and Boosie. The OG and the young star, Baton Rouge pride. But Baton Rouge isn't just one city, it's divided. North and south, different sections, different alliances, and those lines still matter. As YoungBoy's success exploded, tension slowly crept in. Not loud, not direct, just subtle moments where respect felt missing. Boosie believed in showing love to the people who paved the way. Clearing records, supporting local artists, keeping the culture together. From Boosie's perspective, that same energy wasn't coming back. Subliminals started. Interviews hinted at disappointment, fans picked sides, but it still hadn't turned ugly. Then something unexpected happened. A phone call. At a low point in Boosie's life, dealing with legal stress, personal struggles, and emotional exhaustion, a call came through. Kevin Gates was involved, Fredo Bang was involved, and NBA YoungBoy was on the line. This wasn't social media piece. This was real conversation. Louisiana royalty talking things out. Boosie later said that call meant everything to him. He needed it at that moment. It felt genuine. For a while, it looked like unity was back. There was talk of music. Fans were excited. Baton Rouge felt like it was healing. And then, YoungBoy dropped Nussie. The timing shocked everyone. To Boosie, this wasn't just music. It felt like betrayal. Bringing up the name of a man whose death almost sent him to death row, after making peace, crossed a line that couldn't be uncrossed. In interviews, Boosie didn't yell, he didn't threaten. His voice sounded hurt. He made one thing clear though, he doesn't play with the dead, and he doesn't respect people who do. When asked if he would take YoungBoy's call after that, Boosie said he didn't want to talk to him. But he still wished him well. That contrast said everything. Pain mixed with restraint. Boosie could have responded with a diss track. He didn't. He could have escalated it publicly. He chose not to. Not because he was scared, but because he's already survived things most people wouldn't. Boosie knows how quickly things go left. He's seen prison, he's seen the system, he's buried friends, he has children, businesses, and a legacy now. YoungBoy, on the other hand, moves differently. Younger, less concerned with fallout, more willing to push buttons. That's what makes this situation so complicated. This isn't hero versus villain, it's two men shaped by the same city but different eras. One trying to protect what he built, the other expressing pain without filters. The Nussie song didn't just reopen a beef, it reopened trauma. It reminded Boosie of nights wondering if he'd ever see freedom again. It reminded Baton Rouge of a killing that changed the city forever. And that's why this story isn't finished. Because in Baton Rouge, history never stays buried. Names don't fade. And peace is fragile. The real question isn't who was right or wrong. It's whether this city will ever fully heal when its biggest voices keep reopening old wounds. Will Boosie and YoungBoy ever truly move past this? Or did one song permanently end any chance of unity? Before we close this out, it's important to understand why this situation feels heavier than normal rap tension. This isn't just about lyrics, pride, or fan debates online. This is about history that never fully healed and emotions that never really went away. When NBA YoungBoy chose that song title, he didn't just reference the past, he dragged it back into the present, where people are still living with the consequences. For Boosie, this wasn't entertainment. It was a reminder of a time when his freedom, his future, and his life were all hanging by a thread. Beating a case like that doesn't erase the trauma. It stays with you. And when someone reopens that wound, especially after peace was already made, it cuts deeper than any diss track ever could. At the same time, this shows how complicated Baton Rouge really is. Two legends from the same city, shaped by the same streets, yet moving with completely different mindsets. One comes from survival and reflection. The other comes from raw emotion and expression without limits. Neither one is fully wrong, but both are standing on opposite sides of a line that's hard to cross back over. What makes this even more serious is that the streets don't forget names, faces, or stories. Fans may move on to the next headline, but the people living there carry this stuff every day. When music brings those memories back, it doesn't just spark conversation, it stirs pain, loyalty, and old divisions that never truly disappeared. The real question now isn't about who should respond or who went too far. It's about whether growth is possible when the past keeps being brought back to life. Can legends and rising stars exist in the same space without reopening scars? Or is this proof that some chapters, once touched again, can never be closed? One thing is clear. This wasn't accidental, and it wasn't light. The reaction tells you everything you need to know. Baton Rouge felt it, Boosie felt it, and the culture felt it. And until respect outweighs ego, stories like this will keep repeating. Let me know what you think. Was this art, or was it a line that shouldn't have been crossed?